Hi, I'm Dr. Drelkowitz, and I'd like to share with you a great case. This is a 34-year-old female who presented for rhinoplasty or nose job. As you can see from her photos, she had some concerns with the tip of her nose, but primarily the bump or the dorsal hump of her nose. And I was able to take care of that in literally under 2 hours. She had a great result. She is uber happy and very satisfied, and you'll actually hear from her, and she'll tell you all about how she feels. And in fact, what was interesting about her case is she recovered really fast. Like, she was at a party the next week, and she'll actually mention that in her little part of the video, and I think that's cool. I mean, she had a fundamental change to her nose. We really knocked down a lot of that bone and the bump on her nose, and she had a real significant nose job and a significant change. And literally 5, 6, 7 days out, she was at a social event, and she tells me that half the people there didn't even know she had surgery. And she's a lot of fun, and you'll hear it from her in her tone and in her voice, and I think she did great, and she's happy, and we're happy that she's happy.
So as you can see, we are in the operating room, and we're just getting started. We're doing an open rhinoplasty, and right now you're watching me raise a little bit of a flap so that we can get inside and see everything that we're doing. There's a small cut just at the base of the nose at the lip, which really heals up to be pretty invisible, and the rest of the cuts and things are done inside the nose. Most of the work is done inside the nose, and we're just lightly elevating that flap to get in and be able to see everything. You should note that the patient is completely asleep, comfortable, not feeling anything. The next part is the fixing of the dorsal hump or the bone, and we're just using a very fine file here just to file off the top of that bone. And you could see that most of it is done under feel. You could see my right hand feeling the bump, and then I look constantly in the OR. We're up and down looking. This is the end of the surgery where basically everything is closed up. Patient is starting to wake up, and we're putting what we call the cast or the nasal splint on. And that's basically just once everything is closed on the inside, we take a small piece of plastic which melts. It's really cool. You put it in a little bit of hot water and it gets totally rubbery soft. And then as soon as it cools, it hardens to the shape that we want that nose to stay in. And then we just put a little bit of glue there. You could see it evaporating, and some steri strips, which are like tape, and that will support things. We usually leave that on for a week or two.
I'm 31, and I have wanted a nose job since I was probably 15, 16. I've always just been really afraid to go under for a surgery. I've never done it until now. And then finally, I was talking to a friend at a dinner, and she was like, "You have to go see Dr. Drelkowitz." And I was like, "Well, I'm probably not going to do it, but I'll go talk to him." And I called the office, and they got me in literally within like a week. And once I got here, it was much different of a consult than I expected. I thought that like they would be trying to sell me on things or like trying to push me to do it, but really it was all about like Dr. Drelkowitz and the staff making me feel comfortable and completely understanding the scope of not only what I thought I needed, but what I actually would need to get the results I was looking for. So I actually put down my deposit the same day and made the jump. So a few weeks later, I was here. It was way faster than I thought it was going to be. And a week later, it was the 4th of July, and I was at a party, even though I still had a cast on my face. It was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be, but honestly, overall, I would do it again and again and again for the results.